Luke, congratulations. Do you sit there relieved after that, after being in front, then going behind, winning a deciding leg? How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm relieved because I've been on a lot of last leg decided losses this weekend, or sorry, last weekend. But it's a bittersweet feeling, you know. I know I didn't play very well there at all. I just don't know why. I played absolutely brilliant, in practice, the best I've felt in a very, very long time. Um, and I was very shocked the way I played. You know, I think I struggled with the first half on the big stage. Like the next two seemed to follow, but the first start is just ain't good enough, really. And I'm really disappointed the way I played there because I felt like I could have played much, much better. But the sort of the best thing about it is I won, and that's what that matters. It keeps me in the competition.
I was going to say that the plus is that destiny is still in your own hands. You go into tomorrow's game with Rob Cross, that knowing a win will put you in a very, very strong position to get out of the group.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of permutations where obviously I could still beat Rob and I'll still be out. It all depends on other results. But yesterday, I was really disappointed as well because I thought I could have won that game and I could have been in a better position. But like you say, it's in my hands now. You know, if I play well against Rob tomorrow, I can possibly progress. And you know, I think I can progress. I can, but I just need to play at scoring a lot better because I need to score like I did yesterday because the scoring today just wasn't up to scratch.
Was there nerves heading into the Grand Slam for the first time?
Yeah, actually, because I didn't really have a great winter series. I felt really good winning the home tour. Obviously, as we spoke in a previous interview, I felt really good. But you know, sometimes darts can eat you up and spit you out, and unfortunately, you know, a couple of bad days can really knock your confidence, and it has for me. And I'm one of them people where if my confidence is high, I can play really well, and if my confidence is low, you know, I struggle. But the only real good positive I can tell you out of that game is that I took that double out, which I didn't against Dave Chisnall yesterday, and I took it out under pressure, and that meant a lot to me.
You've had a lot of time away from TV darts. I know you've played a lot online at home. Do you think this run, obviously playing here, the Players' Championships, the Worlds, and everything like that, will start to see the best of Luke Humphries again?
Yeah, I mean, it can only help. You know, a lot of the top guys have been playing much more religiously than the lower guys. But there's no excuses, you know. Obviously, 9 months off playing on a big stage is hard. And yesterday, it felt really strange not having a crowd because I've never experienced, obviously, this is my first time not playing in front of a crowd. But once you're throwing your darts, you don't really think there's not a crowd behind you with the noise that the crowd noise that's going on. It feels like there's a crowd behind you. You only notice when you turn around, sort of thing. So the PDC have done brilliant because it feels like you're playing up on the big stage in front of a big crowd. And it definitely helps me. So there's no excuses. I just haven't really played my best darts, that's all. But hopefully, you know, tomorrow I can really pull out the bag and start performing like I do at the World Championships here.
Speaking of the World Championships, have you got one eye on the Palace already? Because it's a venue and a tournament that you have very fond memories of course, and defending money for the first time on your ranking. Is that a concern for you, or is it an excitement pressure that you like?
Yeah, it is a little bit of a worry because obviously I'm defending a lot. But yeah, I'm just happy to be there. You know, if I qualify for a World Championship for the next 30 years, I'll be happy, whether I never qualify for a match play or nothing like that. You know, if I qualify for the World Championships every year, that's all I care about because it's the big one. And I believe I've got the talent to win one day. Obviously, I'm not sort of saying it's going to happen anytime soon. It could happen this year, but I know I can win one day. I just need to sort out a few things, mental side of the game. Once I sort that out, you know, there's nothing stopping me. Everyone knows I've got the talent. It's just when it happens.
Congratulations, Luke, as always, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you, Phil. Cheers.
Luke, well done on the win today. Did that have the feeling of a knockout game? Was that how you were treating that in your mind?
Yeah, after I lost yesterday, obviously you checked to my manager and we said everything's a knockout now. You know, you play well in the World Championships when it's a knockout. Because obviously when we're in the World, you know, if you lose, you're out. And I like that sort of mentality. Obviously yesterday I knew that if I lost, I could still be in. But I feel like I should have won yesterday. Could have made things easier for myself. But people that know me know I like to play things the hard way. Like you just see on that game, I like to do things the hard way. Nothing's easy. But yeah, I went into it knowing if I lost, that's it, game over. I'm happy just to pull out the bag there just at the end, really. But me and Justin made that very hard work.
This is the time of year where you really seem to come to life. Obviously, World Youth Champion last November, then a great run to the quarterfinals of the Worlds. Do you feel that spark is there and you're ready to kick on again?
I feel the spark is there. I'm just not providing it, really. You know, if it's there, I feel really good. Like I just said, in practice, I was absolutely fantastic. I was practicing with Jermaine, and I was scoring so well. Honestly, it's the best I've felt in a long time. And when I went up on the stage, you know, a lot of professionals will tell you sometimes it just doesn't happen. You're searching for trebles, and that's what I was doing. You know, I really didn't feel comfortable up there. It's not like me. Usually up on the big stage, I feel really comfortable and at ease. Today, I really didn't, but it's nice to just get a win, even if it was an ugly win.
Are you someone who sets yourself targets? Have you got anything in mind between now and the end of the year, like push on towards top 32 or anything like that?
Yeah, I usually set myself targets. I did in the first couple of years, the first 2 years. This year I didn't because obviously things are different. It's hard to set targets, you know, because obviously it's hard, isn't it? You know, you can't really set yourself targets when you're in a pandemic. The only target I've got, you know, is to obviously I wanted to get through the group stage in this, get through the first round of the Players' Championships at least, and then obviously have a good run in the Worlds and try and defend a lot of the money that I am defending at the World Championships from 2 years ago. So that was the only sort of target I had this year. But I think I'm the sort of person that needs to relax and just enjoy my darts, because if you keep worrying about money, you're defending and stuff, it will just play on your mind and it will make you play bad.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Luke. Well done on the win today.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Just one from me, Luke. Do you think this has almost crept up on you, considering you qualified almost a year ago now?
Yeah. It's one of them things where it was a shame that I weren't playing in this as soon as I sort of got to the final of the World Youth, because it would have been 2 weeks later, and that was when I was playing some good darts. And obviously, form can change a year later. But there's no excuses, really. You know, I've been practicing really well. I won the home tour too, and I was practicing really good. So, yeah, sometimes darts can just change all of a sudden, 1 month to the other. 1 minute you're playing well, the next you can be playing not so great. But it will come with experience. You know, the more I play up on the big stage, the more I get used to it, the more I can improve, and that's all I look forward to, really. But I'm only young, you know. I'm one of the youngest players on the tour, probably one of the youngest players to ever make the top 32 in the world. So yeah, it's just experience, and it'll come one day.
What did you think much has changed in the last sort of year or so since you won the Youth Championship? Do you think maybe a lack of TV time has harmed you at all? Do you feel that you're still in a good place to have runs in TV tournaments?
I just think there's a lack of playing time, really. You know, obviously we're usually away every weekend, and most of the time when we're away on the pro tour, it's usually two tournaments. And if you have a bad weekend, there's not too much to get negative about, because obviously you could end up playing two really good players. But when you have 5 tournaments and you have 4 or 5 bad tournaments, you know, it really can knock your confidence. And it's different. You know, we're all adjusting as players. It's not easy at all, but obviously, you know, it's the new normal now, and I wouldn't be surprised next year. You know, we'll be playing 4 or 5 tournaments at a time, and it's one of those things where if you start the week off well and you carry on playing, you get that bit of luck. You know, you can go on some good runs.
Brilliant.